my name is Emily and today I'm going to be doing the mid-year check-in tag. I will leave a link to the original tag down below so you could go check that out. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So question number 1 is, how many books have you read this year? I have read 27 books this year and I'm currently reading number 28, which is actually a reread for me, but I read it like last year, year before. I don't know when I read it. 2016 maybe, and that's Crown of Midnight. Loving it. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite book so far? I'm gonna go with A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. This is book 3 and it was actually released like earlier this month, and oh my goodness people, if you haven't read this book, I don't know whether to tell you to do it or not to do it because you're gonna feel all the feels. Question number 3 is, what is the most disappointing book of the year so far? I'd like to say The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I had such high and exciting anticipation for this book and it did not live up to the hype whatsoever. It was very disappointing and very underwhelming, and I actually found myself to be very frustrated throughout the whole time of reading it. Question number 4 is, what genre have you read most this year? Obviously fantasy. I love fantasy. It's basically all I read. I also read a lot of paranormal, but I'm pretty sure fantasy is the most that I've read this year. Question number 5 is, name a new author that you discovered this year. I'm gonna go with Erin Beatty, the author of the Traitor's Kiss series. This book came out last year, but I read it this year and I loved it so much. I'm so excited for the sequel. The book was as amazing as the cover, which says a lot because this cover is stunning, it's beautiful, it's everything I ever wanted. Question number 6 is, what is the most surprisingly good book you've read so far this year? This is kind of like the earlier question, like favorite book, but I'm gonna pick one that kind of like surprised me, and that is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. Sarah J Maas is my favorite author of all time. I enjoy every single book of hers she's ever written. Like, I'll read anything she writes, whether it be a book, a novella, her shopping list, a printer manual, like I don't care. Just like I will literally read anything she gives me. And for some reason when Tower of Dawn was announced, I wasn't sure how I felt about a book in the Kale's point of view, but oh my gosh, after you get through halfway, once we're done with all the like world building and character developing and like all that intro, it gets so good, guys. Like, I could not put it down at all. It was absolutely amazing. Blew me away. I was shooketh to the max. So when this first busted. What is your most anticipated release of 2018? Obviously, Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas. Like, I am counting down the days. If I say it in every video, but I'm doing a major reread of the series. I'm doing one book a month to lead up to the release of the final book of Throne of Glass series, and I'm like so excited, but at the same time I'm like freaking out because I don't know what Sarah J Maas is gonna do to us, because it's gonna hurt no matter what. It just is. Question number 8 is, what is your next big priority for reading? I guess my big like reading priority is like reading all the books that I haven't read. I started doing it where I go through each shelf and like read everything that I haven't read on that shelf, and then I move on to the next shelf. So I'm almost done with the first shelf. I have one more book to go, which I'm very excited about, but I don't have like a major goal besides my Sarah J Maas goal of rereading Throne of Glass. Question number 9 is, what is your bookish highlight of the year so far? I guess getting a new shelf in my room, if that's what this is. I think reading a book in 24 hours was pretty cool. I don't typically do that, but that was fun. Also, reading the entire Ember of the Ashes releases so far. So I started with an Ember of the Ashes and I just finished A Reaper at the Gates, and I did that like very quickly and it was just so good. Nothing else major going on. And finally is, who do you tag? So I'm gonna leave in the description who I tag, because I'm not quite sure who I want to tag yet, but like I want to tag people, so I'm gonna do it down below. Also, I want to make sure they haven't done this yet, because there are like variations of this tag, so like you'll see. Just go check down the description. Yeah. So that is all for this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you like it. Leave me a note in the comments down below. What is your current favorite book so far? What's the biggest disappointment? I would love to know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell to get notifications for when I post again soon, because I post Tuesdays and Thursdays and it's great. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!